Ladies and gentlemen, friends and a few enemies, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about how to let go of things and how to reframe and reprogram your mind into actually believing that you are worth more than just breadcrumbs of love and affection. Once you raise your bar that high and once you experience the safe and secure type of love and these high expectations kind of behavior and love, then you won't settle for less ever again. Like the things that I experience now, the things that I saw now, the things like the way I get treated now, I would never accept this again. Why? Because I saw what's possible. And if you want to see what is possible, if you want experience for yourself what is possible, whether if it comes to friendships, to business, to love, to whatever in life, but once you have this experience of what you really want, you will never settle for less again. The only time when you settle for this is when you actually think this is not possible for you. Let me first start by saying that the last weeks were the most transformational, most intense weeks of my life, probably. Because I had to let go of so many people, of so many things, people from my family even, that I was at a point where I was like, okay, I'm really into astrology, and they said that Pluto is in Aquarius right now, which makes us realize like everyone who had a mask on, this mask will just fall and we get to see the true face of that person. And this just really makes sense for me. I got to see the true face of a lot of people in my life, and I was like, okay, I'm completely done with you. And these people, they were begging me. I could prove all of that. I could expose all of these people with text messages, with whatever, where they told me, please, I can't live without you. I don't want to live with you without you. I'm not doing this. Because I truly just wish the best for these people. But the thing is, I just realized I was not the problem. Because honestly, respectfully, if I'm the problem, why are you out here begging me for another chance? Why is that then when I cut off contact with this person, I feel beautiful, I'm glowing, I'm happy, and this person is feeling miserable? Because they were an energy vampire. This is the only way, the only reason, like when two people break up, and of course, you have this time where you suffer, you have to heal from this breakup, whether it was a friendship or a relationship. But after this time, usually what happens is there's one person who's glowing, who's having a glow up, an internal glow up and an external glow up. And the other person is just getting more miserable. Why is that? Because one person of this relationship was feeding off of the energy of the other person. And now that they don't have the resources, they don't have the connection to this person anymore, they can't steal their energy anymore, this person is miserable. Because what made this person so special in the first place was that they were an energy vampire living off of someone else's energy. So I cut people off, whatever, and then it's always like, oh my god, Alessia, you're so cold-hearted, how can you treat me like this, how can you just block me on everything, does that all mean nothing to you now, like all the time we spent, the friendship? And people need to understand something, okay? Once I'm at the point where I cut you off, I will never cut you off and come back again. A lot of mistakes that a lot of you make. You say, oh, I'm going now, blah, blah, blah. But you're just saying this because you want the person to pursue you. You want the person to text you on a different app. You want the person to make an effort to be with you. This is not what I'm doing. In all of the relationships and all of the friendships I had, I never said in a fight, oh, I will leave you now, because I know these are very powerful words and I will only speak them when I truly mean it. So whatever happened, I was quiet. I was not saying I break up with you. I was not saying, oh, I cut you off, I will end this friendship. I was quiet. I was quiet because I knew once I open my mouth, and once I tell you I am done with you, there's no going back. People will not take you seriously if you tell them, I'm leaving you, I'm going, and then you crawl back to them. This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing because your word means nothing. And they sense, you do this one time, you do this a second time, a third time, and then they know, oh, she's just saying whatever, It's not that serious, it's not that deep. But when you never say these words, and you say them once, and you stick to your words, let me tell you, they will be shaking. I'm a Taurus, right? I'm a Taurus Sun, a Taurus Moon, a Taurus Venus. I'm like a triple Taurus. That means that I do my everything. I do my best to make a connection work. I do everything. I'm very loyal. I'm very disciplined. I like when it comes to building a connection. So in order to lose a Taurus, honestly, in order to lose a Taurus, you have to really fuck up in life. You have to really make them believe like you don't care about them at all. You don't respect their boundaries. You don't respect their time. You don't respect them as a person. Because this is the only time when we Taurus people, we truly let go of someone. Because we hate change. Let's be honest. As a Taurus, I hate change. I hate things not going according to plan. I hate letting go of people, and I hate letting go of things. But once I see that there is no future with this person and that we can't grow together, that this person is holding me back and away, I let go. I also work with astrology because in astrology you can learn so much about yourself. Astra is an astrology app that helps you to understand astrology very, very fast and easy. So basically you just open the Astra app and there's a search bar and you can just type questions into that search bar. This video is sponsored by Astra. Astra is an astrology app that helps you to understand astrology. For example, you can just open the Astra app and you type in your question in the search bar. You can calculate your own birth chart. You can even calculate the birth chart for the people in your life, and you can get to understand them better. So this is what I do whenever I have friends or people coming into my life. I get their birth dates, I get the time of their birth, I get where they were born. Then I type this information into Astra to get their birth chart, and then I just ask these questions. For example, my best friend Alina, she has a Capricorn moon. What I would ask is then, how can I make a person with a Capricorn moon feel safe and appreciated? Because the moon sign always represents the emotions. It represents what we need on an emotional level to feel close to someone, to feel safe, to feel connected. You know, sometimes when I meet someone, I can tell alone by their birth chart of how well we get along. Of course, I would never just cut off a person because their birth chart is not making any sense to me. But I can see certain like qualities that they may possess could become a problem with me in the future. And let me tell you one thing, it never failed me. Like whenever I see the qualities of a person and I'm like, okay, I give this person time, you know, to really experience them, it was always right. It always fit to them 100%. So this is why I would suggest you to work with astrology, because you can get to know so much about a person. Sometimes the universe puts you in a position where you are so hurt, you are so done with the situation, you are so unhappy that the only option is to leave and to change. And you may think then, because this is what I thought, you may think, why is that? Like, why am I being punished so much from the universe? Like, what have I done in the past life? What's going on? You are not being punished. You are being redirected. And because you don't do it on yourself, you didn't get the signs, maybe you didn't get the early hints. This is when it comes to this push, to this moment where God allows people or situations to hurt you so much that there is literally no other option left than leaving, than starting new, than changing. Whenever I let go of someone who was doing me dirty, who was treating me wrong, who was lying to me, who was abusing me in any kind of way, emotional abuse, physical abuse, whatever, whenever I let go of them, and this also contains friendships, because I had a lot of very toxic, abusive friendships, which is crazy, because, you know, I'm very close to my friends, and I can't do superficial friendships, because I think this is the reason why friendships are such an intense thing to me. But whenever I let go of someone, I got rewarded 100 times. Not in like months, not in years, immediately. Not even within a week, my life would turn around completely, because the universe was like, oh my God, she's trusting. She has so much trust in God. She has so much trust in the divine plan that she was allowing herself to let go of the plan that she made with like a narrowed vision that she had of her life, because she knew she couldn't see anything. And this is what I always tell people. I always tell them, you never see things out of the bird's perspective. You see things like this. God sees things like this. He's listening to conversations that you don't hear. He's seeing things that you don't see. And he knows things that you don't know. So just trust that when something is being presented to you, when someone is treating you poorly, this is a sign for you to just leave. Leave this connection, leave this person, leave this situation, this job, whatever. It's not meant for you. I posted this picture in my story where it was like one picture of a person holding one single flower, and it said, your plans, and the next picture was like a person holding this bouquet of flowers, and it says God plans, or the universe plans, divine plans. This is really what happens. You think way too small, and I thought way too small too, because I was asking for like small things because I never knew it was possible to get more. And here is the problem. You accept this behavior, you accept these breadcrumbs of love and affection and care because you believe you don't deserve this. And you believe you will never get this. This is why I want you to surround yourself with people who are successful, who have healthy relationships, who are ambitious, and who can show you, hey, this is possible. It's not that far away. It's not out of touch. This is possible. People getting these princess treatments. People are billionaires. People can rise from nothing to everything. They can build themselves up. They can have healthy relationships. They can become a self-made millionaire, a self-made billionaire even. It's possible. You have to believe it's possible, because if you believe it's not possible, then it's going to be impossible for you, because the mind creates the matter. Everything that you think in here will become reality. If you think it's impossible, it will become impossible for you. I want you to deeply believe everything is possible. If someone else did it, if someone else has it, why shouldn't you? You think you're not worthy of that? You think they are worthy of that, but you're not? Why? Why is that? Please explain it to me. Please explain it to me. You are worthy of everything you are desiring. And the only way that you can attract it into reality is by taking small steps into the frequency you want to attract. So if you want to attract love, you can't stay in the mindset of, no one is ever going to love me. Oh my God, everyone is cheating. Men are so dumb. Men are these, men are evil. No. When you think men are evil, you're going to attract men who will prove you to be right. When you think men are wonderful, they can provide for a woman, they can treat a woman like a queen, then you're going to attract these men. The reason why I never engage into these men against women kind of discussions online is because I truly don't believe that men are evil. I don't believe that. Men are not evil. People can be evil, but it's not like gender related to be evil. There are so many wonderful men that I know that really treat their woman like a queen. So who am I to say, oh, all men cheat, all men do this? No, they don't. There are wonderful people on this planet. There are evil people on this planet. That's life, okay? We can't change the fact, but we shouldn't even put so much attention onto the evil people. Put attention onto you. Try to be a good person for yourself. Try to show this to the outer world and inspire the world by leading as an example. You have to have trust in the abundance of nature of the universe. We have so much on this earth, and everything is just like, nature is just intelligence. Nature, the way things work, the way our body works, is just pure intelligence, pure consciousness, pure love even. You don't have to tell your body how to heal from a scar. You don't have to tell an apple tree how to create fruits. You don't have to tell an animal how to reproduce. These things happen because there is an abundance of intelligence and love naturally in every existing thing. You just have to tap and to believe into that energy. Because as humans, we think we have to force everything to make it work. We have to beg, we have to force, we have to have it hard. This is the only way, struggle and all of that. That's not real. We are not even meant to struggle. We are meant to live our best lives. The reason we struggle is because some people make a lot of profit of people in struggle. And second, because a lot of people made us believe that this is the only way to really get something in life. I talked to someone and they said to me like, the fact that you are alive, Alessia, is like a miracle. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And they said like, the things you have been through, the circumstances life throw you into, the situations that you saw, like even when you were a child, from a rational, from a logical perspective, you would either be dead by now or an absolute mess of a person, like addicted to substances, not successful, not even like taking care of myself at all. The fact alone that I can sit here today and talk to you, and the fact alone that I could turn my life around 180, even though I was born into poverty, I was born into a toxic situation, toxic family, I was constantly being abused from the age from 0 to 23, constantly abused. And I'm here today and I managed to turn my life around. Who are you that you can't manage that? This is what I'm telling you. Because if I could do it, you can do it 100 times better. You have even maybe a healthy family. Maybe you are even not born in poverty, whatever, you know, but if I could do it with these resources that I had, and I didn't have any resources, I just had negativity, I just had like really darkness. And when I say darkness, I mean completely darkness. If I could do it, you can do it. When you see someone and you search excuses for why they are successful, why they are rich, or blah, 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 this just means that you block yourself from getting there because you truly believe, oh, there's no way they could do this. There's no way they could make this. You know, there has to be a cheat code. The cheat code is your mind. The cheat code is what you believe to be true. The cheat code is your internal reality. This is the only cheat code you need. Yeah. They are Nepo babies. There are people born into rich families. There are people who have some kind of advantages that you don't. But let's be honest here, there are also an extremely amount of people who were born into poverty, into such difficult circumstances, and they still made it. So what's your excuse now? What's your excuse then for these people? Oh yeah, they were born on a lucky star. No. Our mind is so powerful that whatever you tell yourself to be true becomes true. Your subconscious mind can't see. It believes everything you are telling it. Use it to your advantage. Why would you tell yourself, I'm ugly, I'm not successful, I'm lonely, I'm this or that, when you can tell yourself, I'm abundant, I have everything I need. I'm so lucky, I will always receive everything I need. Everything just turns out perfectly for me. Like, I am born under a lucky star. Tell yourself these things and watch how they become true. The assumptions you have about yourself will always turn out true. If you have negative assumptions about yourself, this is why you attract negative things. So in my life, you know, I don't go around and blame people. I never blame people for a failed friendship or whatever, because I know I attracted them. Whenever I attract a person, I know that we are on the same frequency energetically. That also means that if I attracted a toxic person, there was still something unhealed in me that attracted an unhealed part in them to get connected. For me to learn a lesson, for them to learn a lesson, whatever. For us both to learn a lesson, because let's be honest, every kind of connection is filled with lessons for both people. I never see it as like a victim and the villain. I see it as like, okay, on an energetic level, there was a lesson that had to be learned for both of us. One of us had to go into the role of the villain because on a soul level, we maybe had the soul contract that one of us would be ready to act as the villain in this lifetime for the other person to have certain lessons that they asked for. And this is something that my spiritual teacher just told me once. I think I told you already in one of my videos. I told you that he said to me, like, the person who traumatized me the most in this lifetime probably did it out of pure love on the soul level. But I can't see the soul level here because, let's be honest, we incarnate into this world, we have a physical body, we have an ego. It's normal. The ego is not something bad, we have to just balance the ego and the soul, but we can't see things out of the soul perspective because it's not meant for us. We are meant to be here to have this physical experience. So out of a physical experience, I was like, oh my God, they are the villain, they did me wrong, they abused me, of course, and they did. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't hold them accountable for what they did, because you absolutely should. But I'm saying the way I was able to forgive all of the people who did me wrong was by truly realizing My soul asked for this experience to happen in order to grow. And no, this doesn't mean it's my fault, but it means I have more control over the situation. Because my soul chose for this to happen so that I could possibly help other people who are going through this to heal from it. It's all for a bigger purpose. But I think this kind of awareness that you have when you are like learning about all of these things is not applicable in today's society, because today's society is mostly filled with ego-based perceptions of life. So people are very comfortable being the victim. They are comfortable telling the stories all over again about how they are the victim. So me, no. I am not comfortable with being the victim. Yes, I got traumatized. Yes, I got abused, whatever. I'm not the victim. I'm the winner. Who came out of this situation successful? Me. I'm the winner. I never saw myself as a victim after all. I never see myself as a victim, because whatever happens to me, I come out of the situation as a winner. This is just how my mind works. I always say, and even people like who know me always say this because they know it's true, whatever I touch turns into gold. Whatever I touch, whatever I do, whatever I really put my focus and my attention into, it turns into gold. This is my reality. So when you do me dirty and you have like this kind of fulfillment for a second, because maybe people believe what you said about me, or maybe you just threw dirt onto my name, just trust me, I will come out of the situation as a winner. This is just my reality. Whatever you do to me, whatever you say about me, however you try to sabotage me, I come out of the situation as a winner. I am so divinely protected, and I'm not even like bragging with this, because all of you are divinely protected, but you have to be safe of that. You have to work with this protection. But I am so divinely protected. When you do me wrong, I pray for your protection, because my spirit guides, my ancestors, God is not playing around when it comes to me. I saw horrible, horrible things happening to the people who did me wrong days after they did me wrong. Like really things I would never wish them to experience, that I begged to God and said, please don't let them suffer like this. I forgive them. So, this is why I don't mess around with other people. Of course, I have some people that I dislike. I have some people that I can't stand. It's human, it's normal. We always have some people that we like and we don't like. But I never do these shady kind of just malicious, evil things to someone, because I know it comes back to me first, and because second, I don't have the energy for this. Truly, I don't have the energy for this. Like, imagine I would spend my whole day plotting revenge against people when I could use this energy to invest into my well-being, into myself, into my success, into my career, whatever. Why would I waste that precious energy to plan something? The universe has it all figured out. Trust me, whatever you give out, you get back. Even if evil people, like people who have no morals, who have success because they are doing dirty things and, using other people, even if they have a lot of success and money in this lifetime, watch out for the next lifetime. We get back what we give out. Always. A closed hand cannot give and not receive. This is why I always give out. Whether if it's money or love or whatever, I always give out. Because I have no fear of not getting anything back. I believe in abundance. It always comes back to me. Literally, I don't know if I told you the story where I gave a homeless person money, and not even 24 hours later, I got a call from a company and they said that the bill that I have to pay every month will be reduced the same exact of money that I gave this homeless person for the next 2 years. I once met a follower of mine, and she's my friend now even, we met in a cafe, very cute story. And I had to go, and of course, when I was paying, I was also paying for her drink. The same day, I drive to the gas station to fill up my gas. And I went inside, I wanted to pay, and she was like, it's not working. I guess you get it for free today. When I tell you, this is how life works for me now, because my affirmation was, whatever I give out, I get back 10 times. This is how life is for me now. This is why I'm never afraid to give out. I'm looking for opportunities to give out. I'm looking for opportunities to donate, to do good, to be good to people. And not for the sake of getting it back, but for the sake that it really makes me happy to be there for someone. It really makes me happy to help people. It makes me happy to give someone. Like, there's nothing that makes me happier than making another person happy. than making another person feel appreciated, loved, taken care of. So, always be sure that everything you give out comes back to you. I see a lot of you getting very sad over the fact that you spent maybe a couple of years in a toxic, abusive relationship, and you think like all of the love that you gave to them is wasted. It is not. Love is never wasted. Whatever you give out, you get back. And just know that love, like the fact that you could give out all of this love means that you are so abundant of love. There is so much love inside of you. And just imagine if you could give this amount of love to the wrong person. Imagine like how much love you can give to the right person. Who treats you right, who loves you unconditionally, who makes you feel safe. Because I gave out so much love to toxic people that I think, wow, like the person who's going to marry me, lucky guy. I'm abundant of love, I have so much love to give. He will never in a second in his life will he feel ever unloved or unwanted. This is just how much love I can give. And when you don't have a partner to give this love to, give it to friends, give it to your family, give it to animals, give it to nature, give it to strangers. Don't just wait for a partner to have the opportunity to show a person love. There are so many ways in this universe where you can show love to other people. A partner is just one small way, When I go out, I adore the animals that I see. Literally, when a fly lands on my hand, I observe it like this, like hypnotized. Because it's God's creation after all. Everything we see, I get goosebumps. Everything we see is just God's creation. This is why I love every animal and I don't eat animals. Because I can't, I'm not judging people for eating meat or anything like this. It's just that I can't eat animals because I love these creations and I could never eat another creation, if you know what I mean. Like I couldn't, it's physically impossible for me. Sometimes I have nightmares about eating meat. So if you learn to love every creation and if you learn like there are so many ways how to love in this world, then you will realize, wow, a romantic partner is just one small way. And it will come to you, right timing. Just trust the divine timing, it will come to you. But in the meantime, give love to the whole world. There is so much beauty waiting for you and you are not even aware of it. Yesterday someone asked me the question, do you think that the 16-year-old Alessia would be proud of you right now? I'm 27 now, so this was 11 years ago. And I was like, honestly, I thought to myself, honestly, the 16-year-old Alessia, she wouldn't even believe that I'm alive. Because she never believed that she would even make it to this point. And if I could talk to her right now and tell her, hey, this is your life right now. Like you made it, you survived all of that. And I'm so proud of you. I swear I think she would never believe me. Because it was the reality that I'm in now, so much more different than the reality I was in back then when I was 16. It's like two different lives. And this is why I say to you, even if your life right now is terrible, you deal with toxic situations, toxic family, abusive, whatever, you can turn your life around. And I'm speaking out of experience. I know there are a lot of people on here online who read one self-help book and they think they ate wisdom with a spoon and they tell you, oh, just do these 10 steps and you will live a happy life. No, I'm not talking out of a self-help book. I'm talking out of experience. I read a lot of self-help books. Don't get me wrong. I read a lot of books. You know my bookshelf. But these things you can just talk out of experience when it comes to these traumatic, abusive things. Because, when I get traumatized and a person who gets born into a very healthy family tells me, oh, everything will be fine, I wouldn't believe them. But let me tell you from my perspective, from a person who got traumatized as well, abused as well, that it's possible, it's not only possible, it's 100% sure that life will get better. Just trust me, because I have been through all of that. I'm not talking out of like delusion. I'm not talking out of self-help book. I'm not talking out of like a motivational quote I once read on Pinterest. I'm talking out of experience. I'm talking out of my heart. It gets better. There's no other way. You will survive all of this. You will make a life that you feel like you want to live. Whenever you are doubting the facts and you're like, oh my God, was it wrong to let this person go? I bet you have at least one of these experiences where you look back right now and you're like, oh my God, I know exactly now why it had to happen this way. I know exactly why this friendship had to end. I know exactly why this relationship had to end, because maybe I would have never meet my new partner if that didn't happen. So, you know, this is why I say never judge a situation in your life. Give yourself 1 year and then judge if it was really bad or good. Because sometimes bad things are happening to us in order to shift us into a new timeline where we are able to attract good things. Give yourself the time. Give yourself the time to let the universe unfold all of these miracles right in front of your eyes. Don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to say, I want this back, I want this back. No, wait. There are so many things in store for you right now and you are not even aware of them. You should be like so lucky inside because you're like, oh my God, all of these things, these grateful, amazing things, they are waiting for me. I just have to match the vibration. And once I match the vibration, it will come to me naturally. You don't have to force anything, you don't have to beg, you don't have to do any kind of witchcraft, whatever. It will happen naturally. Like the people I meet now, the people I attract into my life, the opportunities I attract, I'm not even manifesting anymore. I don't have to manifest anymore because I'm in such a vibrational alignment with my higher self that it all comes to me naturally. We will see each other in my next video, guys. I love you. I even love you, like the enemies watching my video. This is a fire. You know this one fire? Oh no, I didn't post this video. But this one, I posted it on TikTok. I was showing you this video of my one lighter. And this lighter just broke. So some of you guys gave me the evil eye on this lighter. So I have to buy a new one. I just have this big one now. I love you guys. Everything will be fine. Trust me on that. And if you don't trust me, trust yourself on that. And if you don't trust yourself, trust the universe on that. And if you don't trust the universe, start trusting it, okay? I love you.